right? Every household, some kind of biscuit, whatever the brand is. So what we decided is to really go. We export to 50 countries. So to have a production base outside, because it's a bit difficult to conquer the world by producing it here. One of the biggest problem is our input cost.
So as a CEO, Ravi, you can't sit back and say, hey, these market conditions are beyond my control. For sure, maybe some of those are, but you have to be looking at the future. You have to be looking at opportunity, where that next growth is going to come from. From a company like yours, where dominating two market segments, how do you grow?
What we decided, Sri Lanka is a 22 million population. If you map out, when we did our 5-year strategic plan, we realized it's with this, because it's easy, not easy per se, but the current economic conditions to come back to some kind of a normalcy, because it's a global recession. You would have seen in some country, UK, 3 prime ministers within a short period kind of stuff. So you can see that this in Sri Lanka, whoever comes into power, this agony will continue for a while, say 2 years. And then even if things comes back to normal, Sri Lanka growth is somewhat limited. Because biscuit, the two categories we are in, biscuit is a highly penetrated category, right? Every household eats some kind of biscuit, whatever the brand is. So what we decided is to really go. We export to 50 countries.
Okay. And what percentage of it?
Currently, it's about 8 to 10%,
right,
in terms of volume, but in value, it's a little higher.
Just biscuits or milk powder too? Just biscuits.
Biscuits,
right?
Biscuits, and of course we have the Litland range, the Yahaposh, but primarily biscuits. So to have a production base outside, because it's a bit difficult to conquer the world by producing it here. I must tell you that. One of the biggest problem is our input cost. Our electricity bill is one of the highest in the world. Electricity, tariffs. So I'll give you a simple example. If you produce in Bangladesh or in India, for example, 30 to 40% less, you can run the same recipe.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So if you are a global customer, Europe is our biggest export market. Whether you produce in Sri Lanka, I'm talking about a biscuit or a cookie, or in India, I'm just giving that example. The perception is there's no difference, big difference. But for tea, say country of origin is very important. Cinnamon, country of origin, is very important. When you say Ceylon tea, globally number 1, then you can tag a price for that. For Ceylon cinnamon, you can tag a price. But the categories that we are in, you cannot tag a price based on the country of manufacture.